This video found you today because you've been thinking a lot about AI and specifically how you could use it in your business or your life to make everything better. Or, like me, become an AI expert. Because AI is coming fast, whether you want to hear it or not. And if you don't pivot and you don't adapt to this new technology, you will be left behind. And even if you're not using it in your business, it's going to be a part of everyday life more and more and more. And the less that you use it, the less you're going to understand it. Just like how you didn't learn how to build a website, even though there's been website builders out for the last 15 years, you still don't even know how to use Wix. So if you hold off on this AI thing, which is moving a million times faster than the internet did, you're going to be left behind. So today, this video is not going to teach you AI because I'm still learning myself. This video is going to be how you can get focused, understand it, learn it, and use AI in your life, in your business, whatever the case may be. So what am I even talking about here? Like, oh yeah, like let's get focused. I'm talking about monk mode. And I know you've heard about monk mode because all the gurus online have been talking about it for years, how to use monk mode to get ahead. Well, we're using monk mode today to get ahead in AI. And if you don't know what monk mode is, it's basically, to the simplest terms, just a period of time that you focus and you cut out all distractions in order to get to a certain goal. And the cool thing is I'm actually about to start my monk mode this coming Monday, so I'm going to build my monk mode plan with you as well. So I'm not just sitting here saying, oh, this is how monk mode has worked for me. Yes, I've used monk mode in the past to get to certain goals, and it does work very well. Whether you choose a 60, 30, 90-day monk mode period, just having a period where you're just doing only the things that matter and cutting everything else out can exponentially grow you to where you want to be. And in this case, it's going to help you understand AI more and be able to implement it in so many different ways. So before we get into monk mode itself, I like to first start with your non-negotiables. Now, all a non-negotiable is something that you say, I am 100% doing this no matter what. These can be something like cutting out drinking, cutting out hanging out with friends, cutting out weed smoking, whatever the case may be. These are your non-negotiables that you do every single day. So for instance, my non-negotiables in this monk mode period for myself are going to be to stop smoking weed for this period, to not go out at all. I don't really drink anyway, but I'm really going to be just saying no to everybody, and to get back onto my carnivore diet. Those are my three big non-negotiables for this period of time that I've chosen. And so go ahead and think about all the things that you are saying, like, I am going to do this no matter what. And I've actually created a little app for you that you can fill out all of your monk mode stuff that we talk about today for free. Just go to the first link in the description and you can use this little app that I created. You just fill out your monk mode plan and the AI will generate you a focused, organized plan with some tips to help you as well. So just head to the first link in the description. It's free. Enjoy. All right. So the first thing that we're going to start on, and make sure you have your app open so you can fill all this stuff out as we go, is going to be to cut stuff out. That's the first thing. Before we make any kind of plans, before we get into any kind of routine, we need to cut out the things that are distracting us. So like I said, for my example, anytime that I go into monk mode, I like to cut out smoking weed. I like to smoke weed. I like it. Sue me, but it does keep me unfocused. It does distract me, and it's something that needs to be taken out when I'm in this period where I'm trying to get to a certain goal. So I'm cutting out weed. I'm also cutting out going out with people. So if people ask me, I'm going to say no. And that's just how it's going to be. So like, why are we doing this? Why are we just cutting everything out? Well, it's to eliminate distractions, because if you're really truly trying to get to a certain goal, the more distractions you have, the longer it's going to take. So if you're saying I'm only going to do monk mode for 30 days, well, then you really need to cut out distractions. They are things that no matter what, they're going to hold you back. And you may be thinking, but what about like my friends? Am I really just going to cut my friends off and go no contact? No, I'm not telling you to go no contact. I'm just telling you that instead of going out to drink with your friends, so that way you waste the entire night and then the whole next day because you're hungover, maybe instead of doing that with your friends, just say, hey, look, I'm in this period. I need you guys to respect what I'm doing, and I'm not going to be going out and I'm not going to be drinking. But if you want to meet up for lunch, you want to meet up for dinner, you want to meet up for brunch, those things we were going to do anyway. You know what I mean? You have to eat lunch every day. So if you want to see your friends, meet up for lunch during that time that you were going to be away from doing your project anyway. And the fact of the matter is, if the people around you don't support you during this period, that just means they don't support your growth and your future goals. And so you probably don't want those people around anyway. All right, so the second part of your monk mode period is going to be learning about AI, because this monk mode period is about getting better and becoming an expert in AI more than 99% of the people around you. So when I first discovered AI, it was in November of 2022 when ChatGPT was released. A few of you probably tried it out at the same time because it was the buzzword at the time. I mean, there was 1 million users within 5 days, which is unheard of with any kind of platform. Seriously, it's crazy. But that's when I started using ChatGPT. And like everybody else, I just started using it as just it creates content for me. It creates emails for me. I wasn't using it to the full extent that it's at now. And honestly, it just upgrades every few days. So there's really no way to know exactly how good it is until you actually use it. And after I discovered ChatGPT, and more recently, I've started to go down the rabbit hole of trying image generators, app creators, all the kinds of things that you can do with AI right now, not just messaging. And so the reason you would want to just learn and use AI is so that you can get ahead of everybody else, so that you're the person that people go to when they have questions about AI. You're the one that they think of. And if you're in business, you have a competitive advantage because most people are still not using AI to the full extent. So if you learn different ways of using AI that can help your business, you're going to have a competitive advantage over the businesses around you. So instead of just using ChatGPT, buy courses, watch YouTube videos, read articles, try out all the different kinds of software. Don't just chat with a chatbot to create you content. Chat with one to create images. Chat with one to create apps. Figure out all the different ways and all the different tools that you can use. And most of them have free trials. So don't feel like you have to sign up for subscriptions just to try out all these tools. And if there is a subscription, maybe try it out if you feel like it. If not, move on. There's plenty of other tools. This is kind of like the AI boom right now. So there's plenty of tools coming out that you can try. And once you start using them, you'll be like, oh, shit, I could use this for my business in this way that I haven't thought of and no one else around me is thinking of. So just start messing with stuff, learn about it, read the news, keep updated with it, and eventually you'll start to understand it more than 99% of people. And so after we've come up with our non-negotiables, we've cut things out, and we're learning about AI, the other part of this monk mode period is to make a plan. What is your goal? What is your next step? Like, where are you trying to get to? What are you using this monk mode period for? You need to figure it out because goals will help you stay focused. They will help you get on a trajectory to where you want to be. And having these other things like cutting things out, that's just helping you get to your goal. But you need an actual goal. And it doesn't have to be business. It can be your life. Maybe you're trying to lose weight. Well, you can use AI to lose weight. It can create you workout plans. It can create you meal plans. It can do all kinds of things for you. It can direct you in a certain way. It can tell you how to not stay injured. That's just one example. So even if it's for your personal life, make a plan. Maybe you want to lose 50 pounds during this monk mode period. Make that your plan. Cut out the distractions, cut out the food, and start using AI to help keep you accountable, to help push you towards this goal, to help think about certain different ways that maybe you didn't think of working out, or different foods that you didn't even think about, or maybe you wanted to learn more about the carnivore diet and you use AI to do that and help create a plan for you. But at the end of the day, you need something to be working toward in order for this to all work out and even be worth it. So take everything that I said today, fill out that plan, use the app that I created for you, first link in the description, and you can have a guiding light for how to approach this new goal or this life that you're wanting using AI. And if anything, even if you just do it for 30 days, you're going to see how much better mentally you are when you are focused on a goal and you cut everything else out and you just keep everything super simple and concise. And now, actually, I'm going to build my Monk Mode plan right now with you, actually using the app that I created. So that way you can see where I'm going and how I kind of approach things and my view on my Monk Mode period. All right, let's build out my Monk Mode plan so you can see how I do this. So this is the app that I was talking about, the Monk Mode Planner, totally free to use. So my non-negotiables are going to be no smoking weed, no going out, no hoeing out, I guess, no going out, and getting back on my carnivore diet. You can have as many of these as you want. These are just the main ones that I'm doing for this period. It's probably going to be about a 90-day period for me. So my 30-day goals are going to be getting my YouTube going, which I'm starting right now. 60-day goal is going to be start short form strategy, so posting on Reels and TikToks and everything. And then my 90-day goal is going to be to launch 5+ apps using vibe coding platforms. I really want to make that my main business. So the distractions that I'm going to cut out, and some of them are here in the non-negotiables, you just repeat them again. No scrolling, no weed, no alcohol, no going out, no television, no TV until I finish all work for the day. And let's think of something else. Another distraction that I have a problem with. No vacations. I love taking vacations, but it definitely is distracting and a waste of money. So you can pick your daily structure here. So my wake time usually is 3 a.m. and you guys are going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? But I get so much done from 3 a.m. until I go to work, like for my day job as a hairdresser. So I like to get everything done in that time because I just know after work I'm not going to do shit. So I have to do it in the morning. So my deep work block. So this is going to be different for everybody. Some people like to deep work and some people don't. But I personally love deep working. So my deep work block is usually from 4 to 6 a.m. on the days that I work. And then obviously I'll be at work during the afternoon. So if I was off, my afternoon deep work block would be around 10 to 1 p.m. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then my training or study, this is going to be for AI. So my daily training and studying of AI is usually from 3 to 4 a.m. while I'm on my walk. I take a walk before I start my deep work, and I study and listen to different podcasts about AI as I do that. And sometimes I'll read the news as well. And then gym, this is optional, obviously, or if movement, like I like to go for walks. I usually go for a couple walks a day, but during this period, I do actually want to work out. So I'll probably do that from like 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So after I get all of my work done, that way I'm not tired, my brain isn't tired. If I work out too early, then I'm too tired, and then I end up not wanting to work. So we'll do that and then generate the plan. And so here's the plan. It kind of just lists everything out for you, gives you a little bit of structure, but it also gives you a little coaching, AI coaching. So it kind of just is telling you here in the distractions to cut what to replace those things with. It lists out your structure, and then in the AI coaching notes, it actually goes off specifically for you. So for example, use habit stacking, pair your YouTube tasks with your morning deep work for consistency. So it read that I wanted to have a YouTube strategy and it's giving me a little more feedback. So it's just a nice little thing that you can download, and you can download it as a PDF and kind of keep that just to keep you on track. Okay, so now that you've seen how I build out my monk mode, you might still have some questions, so I want to answer those real quick for you. So number one, do I really need to go into a monk mode to learn AI, or can I just dabble? Of course, you can just dabble. You can just try different things. You don't necessarily need to go into a monk mode to do this. I'm just giving you this information because I think a monk mode period really moves past the surface level of just understanding AI and can really put you in the way of being an expert. Because like I said, 99% of people are not using AI to its full extent. So if you just even take 30 days of really focusing on just AI for 30 days, you're going to be leagues ahead of everyone else. So yes, you can do this without monk mode. You can learn AI. But do you want surface level or do you want transformation? Number two, what should I focus on during this monk mode to best help me? So you may be stressing that you don't want to cut everything out, add all these things in all at once. I get it. I am the same way. And when I did my first monk mode period, what I did, instead of just cutting everything out and adding all these things in one swoop, I started doing it slowly. So day one, I cut out smoking weed. Day two, I cut out hanging out with people. Day three, I added in my carnivore diet. Day four, etc., etc. Or do it by week. Maybe week one, you cut out something. Week two, you cut out something. Your monk mode period is yours. It doesn't have to be perfect. At the end of the day, even if you're spending 15 days focused on something and really creating a life that you want, you're going to be better off than if you hadn't. So don't stress too much about the nitty gritty of this. Just get started. Just start cutting things out. Just start getting focused and you'll be better for it. Number three, how long will this take before I actually feel like I understand AI? So with anything, it takes repetitions. It takes time to become an expert in something. So after 30 days, you're going to be way ahead of most people. 60 days, leagues ahead of most people, and 90 days of focused AI learning and just growing and using AI in so many different ways, you are going to be ahead of probably 99.9% of people, like way beyond. So just stay consistent. Every day, learn a little bit more. Maybe only spend an hour a day. That's still going to be more than most people are spending on learning AI. Most people are just opening ChatGPT and asking a question and saying that they used AI. That's not using AI. That's just, I mean, it is using AI, but it's not using it to the capacity that it's for, or to the capacity that it can be. So number four, what if I fall off? Can I get back on? Of course, like I said before, this is your monk mode. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you fall off, you're human. It's okay. Just get back on, get started again the next day, and go back toward your goal. You'll be okay. Don't worry about it. And number five, will monk mode make me boring or kill my social life? So this is just a temporary time block. Even if it's just 30 days, if your friends can't handle you not hanging out with them or not going and getting fucked up with them for 30 days, then they probably aren't really good friends that support you anyway. Like I said before, if you still want to see your friends and you don't feel like you can just no contact at all, just ask them out for lunch. You were going to have lunch anyway. Ask them out for lunch, see what they're up to, tell them that you're still in your monk mode period and that you really appreciate their support, and move on. The real friends are going to understand you and they're going to respect your decision to make your life better. And if they don't, well, they're not worth it anyway. So I hope this video helped you. I hope that by filling out your monk mode plan and getting concise on what you want to do, that you're going to be able to become a true AI expert. And that's what I hope for you. So let me know in the comments below what you are planning to do, what your monk mode period looks like, and maybe what your goals are for the next few months. All right. Much love.